irritates the hell out of me. I gotta think about it for a while.
So people want to give you a comment? Did you?
Oh, I thought it was the ultimate suspense thriller. I kept waiting for something to happen and it never did.
For those of you who haven't watched any of my previous content, I'm going to be a dad. My kid is expected to arrive before the end of the year, marking yet another where a significant change happens in my life. Last year I got laid off from my job along with everyone else and had to find new work, and now this year,
I'm gonna be a dad.
the stress and anxiety that comes along leading up to the child's birth can be overwhelming for any new father, and for good reason. You're essentially bringing a new person into the world, and then you have to take care of that person as it grows until it's ready to venture out into this cruel, cruel world on its own. I'm losing hours of sleep just saying that out loud. I've been no exception when it comes to having anxiety and stress around the fact that
I'm gonna be a dad.
So recently I did what a new father should do, and I recommend all you new fathers do the same. I watched an old movie, Eraserhead. The director of the movie, David Lynch, only recently came on my radar. I've seen his Dune movie, which was
You mustn't speak!
something. I also heard that he was a massive inspiration for the game Silent Hill 2, and after watching this movie, I can definitely see where the inspirations for the game came from. While I don't always stay on top of it, on a Saturday night I like to find weird movies to watch. Something I've never watched before, and I want it to be something that can stick in my mind for a while. Movies like You Were Never Really Here, Synchronic, and Split are just a few of those examples of movies I randomly checked out on a Saturday night and was either pleasantly surprised, or at the very least, definitely had an unforgettable experience. After having recently finished the remake of Silent Hill 2 and seeing those comparisons to David Lynch films, I finally sat down and tried Eraserhead. To say this was a surreal experience is an understatement, and frankly, the fact that I'm about to become a father at the time of watching this is just the weirdest timing. To try and explain what this movie is about would require more than one video, and I can't do that because A, I don't have the time, and B, I have a different point to make with this video. What we're able to gather is that it's about a guy named Henry who lives in an industrial neighborhood. We learn that things got frisky between him and a woman he was in love with named Mary, and she became pregnant, placing on him the responsibility of raising the child alongside her. Aside from a few obvious scenes here and there, we don't know exactly how much of this film was real and how much of it was in Henry's head. After the baby is born, we see it's a lizard thing. Once again, is this fact or fiction? Just because of the bizarre nature of it, I'm chalking it up to fiction, an illusion in Henry's head that represents his fear of being a parent. While Lynch has refused to give a definitive meaning behind the film, I've seen a lot of people conclude that the movie is about the fear of parenthood, and maybe even a little bit of the personal baggage we bring into parenthood. Look, I'm not saying this movie is essential viewing for new parents, by any stretch. In fact, I could see it exacerbating the stress new parents already have, and it has the potential to do more harm than good. What makes it worse is that the film doesn't have a happy ending, that we can tell at least. It has nothing positive to say about the role of parenting, but instead drowns in its own pessimism and black-pilled perspective. On a technical level, this film is nothing short of a masterpiece, skillfully blending together practical effects, eerie sound design, an unsettling music score, and remarkable performances from the cast that were instructed to talk and act as far from normal humans as possible. There is not a single conversation in this movie, the few that there are, feels natural or flows with any grace. They're sloppy, awkward, and disjointed. If this wasn't the specific direction Lynch was going for, this would have been seen as laughable and even bad. Story-wise, I was intrigued to spend time in Henry's head, though the fact that the movie is only an hour and a half was probably for the best. This is easily one of the weirdest and most depressing movies I've ever seen. Did it make me more scared of becoming a dad? Honestly, not really. If anything, the movie made me realize that I could be more afraid and paranoid than I am. I still have my worries, I still have my fears. I'm worried that some of my weaknesses will become their weaknesses too. Since my wife and I are both on the autism spectrum, we think the likelihood of our child being autistic will be pretty high, so I have my worries about what that could entail. I'm even sort of worried about the child being neurotypical, because that could cause some communication issues, some serious ones. I'm afraid of how the inclusion of our child will affect my marriage. Kids do tend to challenge your marriage in ways that I can't even imagine yet, and frankly, I'm not looking forward to finding out. Every new parent has their own fears as their child is on the way. One thing to keep in mind, though, as you take this time waiting for your child to come, is that your child could care less how you're feeling right now. It's on its way, it's developing and growing, and it'll get here and expect you to take care of it whether you feel you're ready or not. And you won't ever feel ready even if you think you will be, so grab a helmet, shove it on your head, and scream.
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
Like I said before, my wife and I are both on the autism spectrum, which means there's always a possibility that our child will end up on the spectrum. And if it doesn't? If you liked what you saw and you want to see more of it, be sure to like and subscribe, and you can go to my blog at thepancakeking.substack.com. My novel The Glass God is out now and can be found for Kindle and paperback on Amazon. In my next video, I will talk about how to prepare for your child being on the autism spectrum. Don't expect to take it very seriously. And after that, a video about preparing your child for being neurotypical, if you're someone on the autism spectrum, but your child won't be. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Very entertaining. Very lively film. Gosh, it was the best thing I've seen all year.